What's up everyone, it's Adam from Life of Adam, and today I'm back with a brand new lifeguarding video. In today's video, I'm gonna be talking about why people fail the lifeguarding course in general. It's gonna be a very straight to the point overview of the entire course and why people fail it and not get their certification. Now, if you guys are interested in becoming a lifeguard, I make a bunch of tip videos about how to pass the course, how to pass the swimming pre-test that you have to take, basically everything you need to know about the lifeguarding course. So definitely consider subscribing and liking the video if you're new to the channel. Now, the first reason why people fail the lifeguarding course is that they're just not good enough of a swimmer for the pre-test at the very beginning. Or maybe they are a good swimmer, but they underestimate it and they just go too fast and they just run out of energy. When doing the pre-test, you have to swim consecutively without stopping for 300 yards. So if you're a great swimmer with great form and you get off to a really hot start, but you can't maintain that and you get tired and you have to touch the wall, you will fail regardless of you being a good swimmer. Or you just try for the first time as an average swimmer and it just doesn't go well. In order to prevent this from happening, I highly recommend, even before you sign up for a lifeguarding course in writing and you pay for it, is that you go to a public pool and practice and see if you can do it. Because if you can do it on your own, you can do it in the lifeguarding course no problem. Now, another reason why people fail the lifeguarding course is that they're just not comfortable with swimming beneath the water, so being submerged and swimming along the bottom and playing a victim and doing deep water rescues. A lot of the rescues that you do, it's gonna be in deep water. You're gonna have to play the victim and go to the bottom, or you're gonna be the rescuer and going to the bottom. So if you start to freak out about holding your breath underwater, or like getting water up in your nose, your ears popping, and you just don't feel comfortable being below the surface for extended periods of time, then you might not like the whole water rescue section of the course and it might be more difficult for you, so you might opt out of it. So it's not like a test where, like, if you're at the bottom of the pool as a victim and you get up and you start coughing, it's not like they're gonna fail you on the spot, but just a lot of the skills involve you just being very comfortable in the water. And if you don't have that comfort level, then it's gonna be difficult for you to pass. Now, the third reason why people fail the lifeguarding course, this is very, very common, is that they just don't study for the final test. Now, I get it. A lot of the questions are common sense. You're gonna get questions that you didn't necessarily prepare for, but you know the answer to and that you will get right. But if you go with that mindset for every single question on the exam, I guarantee you're gonna have a tough time. The lifeguarding course, at least for the American Red Cross, I know they do this in the UK and Canada with all these different types of certifications, they throw in questions that are very specific. So if you don't know the amount of breaths that you do for CPR and rescue breathing, and then the amount of compressions and the timing, they'll give you specifics. So if you don't know those, you won't be able to get them right, because you won't know the difference between 15 compressions, 30 compressions, 20 compressions, you know? So like all the options are gonna look the same. So if you don't study, you just won't know the answers to those questions. Now, the same applies for the CPR test too, because you're gonna be in a room performing on dummies. You're also gonna be doing multiple choice questions that are related to CPR. And you're not gonna be able to like know what to do if the instructor's like, hey, this person's not breathing, has a pulse, and when you do a breath, the air doesn't go all the way through. If you study, you'll know, like, okay, there's a possibility that there's a blocked airway. This person could have choked. But if you're someone who didn't study, you might just like continue to do breaths and not know how to proceed, or like swipe the mouth, you know, stuff like that. So do not underestimate the final exam. If you study a decent amount, a decent to a good amount, combine that with the common sense questions that you'll get, you're gonna be able to pass that 80% mark. So I would be more cautious, spend more time studying than less, because you committed a lot of time, you committed money, you did the entire course, you're basically at the end. All you gotta do is secure the bag, so definitely study for it. Now, the last reason you'll fail the lifeguarding course is if you're absent, you're just not in attendance and you're missing classes. A lot of lifeguarding courses, they do like once a week for like a month, maybe it's a Friday, maybe it's a Saturday. If you miss one of these classes, that's a big deal. That's a lot of time in the course. Now, I don't know how they'll accommodate you, or maybe you'll be able to do it at a different time and make up for it. But if you miss a class, you're missing material, you're missing necessary skills. So if an instructor wants to pass you, they might not feel confident doing so if you're missing a majority of the time, or even a portion of it that's very important. So don't be absent, you have to be present in order to be a lifeguard. So I hope you found this video helpful. Comment down below if you have any questions, you have any stories about you taking the lifeguarding course. If you need some advice, I respond to almost all of them. So if you're in a lifeguarding course, or if you're thinking of taking one, I'm happy to help with any questions that you have. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next upload. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.